Good morning and welcome to the launch of Film Festival 2022. As is the custom at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, we will start the proceedings of this event with a word of prayer. We will now invite one of our FIM partners from the Commonwealth of Dominica, Dr. Simone Joseph, the head of the UWI Open Campus, to open in prayer. Dr. Joseph.
Heavenly Father, we thank you and we praise your holy name. We thank you for the opportunity to be alive and well this morning, and we bring our plans for this launch of FIM into your hands. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity for multiple islands to be able to collaborate on an event, on an activity, and we ask you to bless all our plans for the month ahead. We thank you and we praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Indeed. Thank you, Dr. Joseph. Deputy Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Dr. Valda Henry, Financial Information Month partners from across the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, the ECCU, media houses, and all the participants on our social media platforms from across the 8 ECCB member countries and beyond. Welcome to the regional launch of the 2022 FIM Festival or FIM Festival, or as it is commonly known, Financial Information Month. We are excited to ring in yet another month of activities where you, the citizens and residents of the ECCU, are afforded the opportunity to join with us to celebrate, participate, and help make FIM Festival 2022 great. Financial Information Month has been observed every October since 2002 and is a regional financial, economic, business, and educational campaign executed through the collaborative efforts of the ECCB, ECCU member governments, financial and academic institutions, the media, other private and public sector institutions, and community-based groups. It is indeed an inclusive venture, and we are exceedingly grateful for all your support and commitment over the past 20 years. The program incorporates a series of initiatives designed to support sustainable economic growth and the improved well-being of all of us in the ECCU. The overarching theme of FIM is financial empowerment through education. And this year, after much deliberation, the FIM partners throughout the ECCU agreed on the area of focus, financial advancement through enlightenment, partnerships, and balance. Given the challenges we faced as a people throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, we should internalize this area of focus and set our minds and hearts on wealth creation for personal financial resilience. The activities and discussions for the month will therefore zoom in on various topics surrounding the area of focus in the 8 member countries. There are several initiatives planned, and we implore you to participate as there is a lot to be acquired by doing so. Our FIM partners who are here today will share with you what is to be expected in your respective countries. This morning, the launch is being streamed live on the FIM Facebook page, and that is Financial Information Month ECCU, and it is also being streamed live on the ECCB Connect's YouTube channel. I repeat, that's Financial Information Month ECCU, and the ECCB Connect's YouTube channel. Additionally, for our radio listeners, we haven't forgotten you, you can tune in your respective member country for Antigua and Barbuda, 104.3 Nice FM, Radio Anguilla in Anguilla. This will be rebroadcast later today due to the airing of another scheduled program, but you could check it out later today. In Dominica, in the Commonwealth of Dominica, the nation station, DBS Radio. In Grenada, Classic FM 105.5, ZJB Radio in Montserrat, ZIZ Radio, Freedom FM, and Vaughan Radio in St. Christopher and Nevis, St. Kitts and Nevis, Radio 100 in St. Lucia, and MBC Radio 107.5 FM in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We also have various media houses with us this morning through our virtual platform, the Zoom platform, and also through social media. And we wish to express our appreciation for your continued support over the years. Without you, the media, the public would not be as informed. For our social media participants this morning, we have a very special treat for you. Just give us a shout out wherever you are on Facebook or YouTube during the course of the event. Tell us your name and the country of residence, and you will be eligible to win a $100 gift certificate. At the end of the launch, we will announce the winner from each ECCB member country. The winner will pick up his or her prize from the ECCB agency office in his or her country, and if you're in St. Kitts and Nevis, you will pick it up at our ECCB headquarters in Bird Rock. Once again, you may join on the FIM Facebook page, Financial Information Month ECCU, or the ECCB Connects YouTube channel. We now invite you to be part of FIM Festival 2022 in whatever way you can. Listen to the radio programs, sign up for the symposiums, go on the health walks, visit the fairs, encourage your children to take part in the youth activities, view the governor's speech on declaring FIM open on the 1st of October on your local TV station. Check out the FIM Facebook page for daily updates and many, many more. Together, let's work towards greater financial wellness, resilience, and prosperity for our region. And without further ado, we will now have brief remarks from the Deputy Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Dr. Valder Henry. Dr. Henry.
Good morning, Governor Antoine, Chief Director of Policy, Polius, all our staff at ECCB, all our FIM partners, the media, and all present and listening via the various social media outlets. It is indeed with great pleasure that I bring you brief remarks at the opening of the FIM Festival 2022. This year, in celebration, the theme has been changed slightly from financial empowerment through education to financial advancement through partnership and balance. And in short, really, financial wellness and resilience as we shift the focus to wealth creation. And what is wealth? According to Wikipedia, wealth is the abundance of valuable financial assets or physical possessions which can be used for transactions. It has also been defined as the state of being rich and material possessions. In short, it is a state of abundance. Warren Buffett, the legendary investor, is known for one of his famous quotes: "If you don't find a way to make wealth while you sleep, you will work until you die." And what does he mean by that? I think what he means is that if we don't find a way to make wealth or to create wealth, we will work from paycheck to paycheck, barely being able to make ends meet. And that is not what we want at the ECCB. At the ECCB, our vision is the transformation of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, where we advance the good of our people, where they not just strive, but they thrive. Striving is like day-to-day living, paycheck to paycheck. And in a state of striving, one can't feel empowered. In a state of striving, one can't create wealth. One can't even earn an income adequately, much less for creating wealth. So how then do we thrive? How then do we create that state for wealth creation and create the platform that leads to wealth creation where we can thrive in the region? Mr. Trevor Blake, the CEO of the Eastern Caribbean Stock Exchange, he defines wealth creation formula as a circle comprising of a few steps. They include to create income, to increase income, to save, to invest, to create multiple income streams, to increase the income flows, invest again, and increase the number of income flows. A circle that continues. And by that circle, what it says, and even when you notice a few things have repeated themselves, like investing, increasing income flows, expanding the number of flows, it is said that we need 7 sources of income to truly create wealth. FADIC Inc. identifies 5 types of wealth. Financial, which we all know, money, but it's much more than money. In fact, last year at the VF Inc. Wealth Symposium, Gregor Nassif, the chairman of GEMS Holdings, which comprises Fortune Hotel and Secret Bay Hotel, said, wealth creation is much more than money. It is about values. And I'll come back to that in a little while. So the other streams, according to FADIC, include social, which involves our relationships, physical, our health, mental, our health and spirituality, and time and freedom. Eric Gishard, the CEO and founder of Oranjo Investment Corporation and Homestrings Inc., at that same conference last year stated, wealth is about safety net, protection, independence, and freedom. He provocatively went on to define freedom and wealth as the ability to purchase your freedom and those of your descendants. Again, what is he saying here? If we go back to slavery, spin it back to slavery, you had to earn your own freedom and that of your descendants, your children, your grandchildren, and beyond. And it says that wealth gives you that freedom. And that is so akin to something I say often, and I strongly believe that without financial independence, there can be no real independence. Financial independence is so critical for our well-being and independence in other ways. And in fact, that came home even more strongly during the COVID-19 pandemic. And even now, in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic and all of the restrictions and the lockdowns that took place. And we know the impact. We saw loss of employment. We saw dwindling of savings. We saw financial hardship, financial stresses, which led to a lot of other illnesses. And I'll come to that. In fact, just yesterday, because today is the 30th, just yesterday, the Antigua Heart and Wealth Foundation, in recognition of World Heart Day, focused their attention on stress, the silent killer. And the key message was, stress doesn't just affect our emotional well-being, it can have disastrous effect on our physical health too. And we know other things. In fact, of late, we have so many persons dying after that COVID-19. And some of it, I mean, I'm no great diagnosis and no big research was done, but it has to be linked to that, to the stress and also the lack of financial wellness and resilience, inability to care and to fund your own health challenges. And that could also maybe have led to an earlier demise. Dr. Monica Osborne Stevens of the MOS Medical and also a member of the Heart and Stroke Foundation in Antigua. She said that the world was stressed already, and the pandemic, something we had never seen before, has only exacerbated this. And this is so true. I want to go back to something that Eric Gishad also says and hold. He posits that context is important when we speak about wealth creation. He goes on to identify 4 questions that we need to ask. 1, does the nation facilitate wealth? Is the economy growing? Is there an enabling environment to foster entrepreneurship and growth in the economy? Because I will notice that entrepreneurship is a key underpinning of wealth. The studies continue to show that the small business sector is the growth engine of any economy, be it developed as well as less developed. Does our nations facilitate that? The second one, does the community value wealth? How do we treat wealth or treat wealthy people? What do we regard them? Do we see that as something that we can see them as those who are wealthy? Saying that if they could have done it, especially if they did it from scratch, and we know in our region we have a lot of persons, they were not born with wealth. They were not born from wealthy families. But by their hard work and the connections, because Gregor Nassif also said hard work is not sufficient for the success. A few other things are needed, and connections being one of them. Relationships goes back to what Fadik talks about, relationship being a form of wealth. So do we value that? Do we say, well, yes, if they've done it, I can do it too? Do we get inspired by the successes of others? Or are we jealous and envious, trying to remind them from whence they came, trying to find every way to bring them down, rather than celebrating the success? Do we, as community, how do we value wealth? Then how does the household promote wealth? Coming closer to home, in our homes. What is our relationship to money? What is our relationship with wealth? What messages are we passing on to our children? What is the value system in our homes? It's important that from early in our household, we begin to not only talk about wealth creation, we begin to demonstrate the example of wealth. Do we spend more than we earn? Do we try to save, no matter how small it is, save something? Because it's savings that create the opportunity for us to invest. And all books will say to you, you can't get wealthy through just an income or for just savings. Saving does not lead to wealth. What leads to wealth is investments. Where do we invest? And there are lots of sources of investment. So in our households, in our own homes, do we promote wealth? Does the individual, now it's us now, do we as individuals pursue wealth? So what's our goal? So when we have our life goals and our, you set up this goal maps and this, what I would like to be, do we include wealth with that? And it is often said if goals, we must be specific. We can't just say, oh, I want to be wealthy. That's not good enough. What is your idea of wealth? And what are your plans to pursue this? And we'll note that consistency is a key in creating our own wealth. Every month, everywhere, ensure that we set our targets for savings, no matter how small, and be consistent with it. Live and walk our talk. Don't just talk to our own children about wealth and how they spend, but then we ourselves, when they look at our example, we are not walking our talk. Just this morning, coming down with my son, I was giving him another little lecture. He always says he wants to be rich. I said, well, what does that mean? What is being rich? I said, no, you have to be specific. I said, but at the rate you go, and I don't know about that rich. Because every little penny you have, you want to spend it. I said, nobody gets rich by just spending. And if you look at the really wealthy people, they don't spend indiscriminately. Their spending is intentional. They are intentional about wealth creation. And we too must kind of learn and be intentional about our own wealth creation, living and walking our talk, not just talking the talk, but walking our talk. And so I want you to ponder on those 4 questions. I shall repeat them. Does the nation facilitate wealth? Does the community value wealth? Does the household promote wealth? And does the individual, I'm going to shift that, I'm going to make that more personal. Do you pursue wealth? And so, as we begin the Film Festival 2022, I want to wish all of us our best. And if we have not yet created our wealth plan, I want all of us to create our wealth plan, our wealth goal, and our plan. Not just for the balance of 2022, but for the rest of our life. So that, as Eric Amgish had said, we give ourselves the freedom to do, the freedom to be. So some persons, some of us are stuck in a place or in a job. Why? Not because that's where we want to be. Because we see no other way. Because we have not yet created that freedom for ourselves. And it's not just for ourselves. It's for our children, our grandchildren, and many generations after. It's never too late to begin. So if we have not yet started, if you have not yet started, I say to you, start today and create your wealth legacy for your families. And ultimately, it will be for our communities and our countries. Thank you, and God bless.
Recording in progress.
Thank you, Deputy Governor, for such encouraging feature this morning to our listeners, our partners, all the citizens and residents of the ECCU who's on with us this morning. At this time, the moment you've been waiting for, and first, before we do that, let me just thank all the participants on social media who have tuned in and listening. We see a lot of the names coming up for the sweepstakes, and we are happy that you're with us this morning. And we really wish that you will continue in that vein throughout Film Festival 2022. So before we move on, let's just look at a little video on our FIM video that we would normally have each year to get the rhythm and the beats going for Financial Information Month. I must say it's a really upbeat video, so here it is, the Financial Information Month official video.
Financial empowerment through education. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you all about it. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Heavily regions economy. Work to financial security. Prosperity for all of we. FIM is for you and me. FIM is for everybody. So tell your friends and your whole family. Financial empowerment through education. Build yourself and the entire vision. Learn to spend wisely. Financial Information Month. Financial empowerment through education.
Okay, so look out for this jingle and video throughout the month on your radio stations whenever we have radio programs. Anything FIM, anything film festival this year, you will see this and you will hear this video on the airwaves. And at this time, we will begin hearing from our FIM partners in the 8 member countries to see what activities is there for you this year. We'll first start with Anguilla. And the country manager for the ECCB in Anguilla, Mrs. Shermaine Lynch Harrigan, will present on the behalf of the FIM partners in Anguilla.
Thank you, Liz. Good morning, everyone, and I'm very excited to be part of this FIM regional launch this morning. On our calendar of events for Anguilla, well, we start this Sunday with church service, and we will be attending church at the Kingdom Citizens Ministries International Church, so we are looking forward to that. We also have our Financial Information Month tips, which will be aired on some of our radio stations, and also we have newspaper articles. Our tips would also be aired on the Government of Anguilla TV display, so the public would be able to see our tips, hear our tips. Our tips are also accompanied by our very lively jingle. So it's always a wonderful experience. When you hear the jingle, you know the tip is following and you can dance and you can get valuable information at the same time. We also have engagement with students. We do a financial literacy with savings and budget lessons for primary schools. So this year our focus is with the primary schools, so we do not leave out the students. We also, every Friday, as FIM ambassadors, we wear our FIM t-shirt, and some of our partners are also engaging in the FIM Roadshow, and we have a FIM Corner display, whereby customers who visit the various establishments, they can see the FIM display and engage with the staff to find out what is happening with FIM, share information about FIM and the particular company, their products and solutions within the FIM theme. In terms of our roadshow, that is where we bring FIM to the public via the media. So the different participating FIM partners, they would have a segment whereby it would be live on radio and on Facebook. It would also be covered in the weekly newspaper where they share the FIM message and also their products and services and financial solutions within the FIM theme. We also do a charity donation, and this year we are partnering with the Anguilla Cancer Society for that charity initiative. So there you have it, the highlights from Anguilla. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Shermaine, and we hope that the Anguilla public is looking forward to all the activities for Anguilla this year. Now we will hear from Antigua and Barbuda, and we will hear from Mrs. Dawn Soline.
Good morning. I'm not hearing very clearly. Morning.
Good
You
morning,
hearing me?
Mrs. Soline. You may proceed.
Where are you?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Clearly.
Okay, so good morning to everyone. My name is Dawn Solen, branch manager of CIBC First Caribbean Antigua branches. Firstly, let me acknowledge all protocols. Today, my role here is to echo the full commitment of all our ECCB partners in Antigua and Barbuda to bring enlightenment around financial inclusion. By that, we mean we are committed to make sure that our people in Antigua and Barbuda do know about the financial products and services that are available for personal and business use. We are committed also to bring awareness around wealth creation By that, we will provide information around savings and investment options. To bring all this out, we commit to do continuous free public education and information. Our partners in Antigua include media, government statutory bodies, financial institutions, consultant firms, and other good corporate citizens. And please permit me to just list a few that have taken the time to fully register onto 2022 FIM. We have 104.3 Nice FM, we have ACB Caribbean Group, Antigua and Barbuda Social Security Board, Antigua and Barbuda Development Bank, Caribbean Union Bank, CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, Community First Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Eastern Caribbean Amalgamated Bank Limited, Guardian General Insurance Limited, Cow Management Services Limited, Nagico, Samuel Fields Consultant Group Limited, St. John's Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and Antigua and Barbuda Broadcasting Services. We have come together this year and have pooled our commitment to ensure that we get the word out to via school visits, live TV and radio shows, continuous information tips, and we will have a joint webinar in the last week of the month. Some of our specific dates and activities as follows, and please permit me. During the first week, starting Monday the 3rd, we will have on Nice FM, the two partners getting out there and providing tips around savings, tips around personal security when handling or when using your credit or debit card online. When it comes to, of course, cyber crime, fraud, we are going to put full information out there as how to protect yourself. We will also take the opportunity to provide some merchant services information so the public can understand clearly what it means to have a chargeback. Just full insight around that as we find that particular piece of information we can do more and enlighten the public. So we will be focusing on that via the tips that we'll provide. The school visits will start on Tuesday, where we will go out to one of the secondary schools, and one particular partner will take a group of officers to enlighten the 4th, and the 5th formers about banking in this digital age. We will take the time to go through the requirements for opening an account and show them some features of digital banking. That week, we will continue that effort with the tips sharing on the media of live radio and TV. On Friday as well, we will come together and promote FIM via our t-shirts. All the partners in the branches will wear the FIM t-shirts on Fridays. The second week, we will have another live TV show where one of the partners will be on radio promoting small business information and sharing very helpful practical tips for small business to help them to arrange their business, in accordance to good financial practices. So that should be as well a very welcoming bit of information, because as we all know, our small business persons in all parts of our diaspora definitely can do with some guidance where that is concerned. Special thanks to one of our non-financial partner, a consultant firm who has committed to dedicating her show named Little Bite Ideas. This is a show that's very popular, and she will dedicate on the 12th that entire show to sharing financial information. And of course, that second week takes us to our t-shirts again and our tips, sharing our tips. We come down to the last week, where we will have a joint webinar promoting ECCB promoting Dcash and another partner promoting digital banking along with full banking or cash management services. Of course, all that information coming together, we plan to make it a joint effort as much as possible to reach all persons and share that information. So there you have it for the Antigua partners. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Soleil, and I could see that Antigua is well prepared, and it looks Antigua and Barbuda is well prepared, and it looks like you guys will have a packed month for Film Festival.
Hi, good morning.
2022.
Dominica is next, right?
At this point, we will call on Dominica, Miss Cassia John from Dominica, and she is from the Republic Bank EC. So, Miss Cassia John,
okay, good morning
go
from the Nature Isle, Dominica.
Go ahead, Miss John.
Dominica,
we can hear you loud and clear.
Solid for finance.
You may proceed, Miss John.
Thank you. Dominica is solid for Financial Information Month 2022 as 28 institutions recognize the importance of empowering our citizens through education. Tomorrow, 1st of October, we will join the Dominica Cancer Society in its annual walk for cancer care. On the 2nd of October, which is also our National Day of Prayer in Dominica, we will celebrate at the New Day Fellowship Church. Our annual primary schools workshop will be held at the Newtown Primary School this year, where FIM partners will interact with students from grades 4, 5, and 6 as part of the National Youth Council's SPARK and Sparkle program. Our youth initiative this year, we will support the Junior Chambers International in Cash and Kind as they host their JCI conference in Dominica in October. FIM partners will make presentations on various financial topics at this international event. Our elderly initiative, members of the Vibrant Senior Citizens Group will be given first-hand training in the use of online applications and digital wallets. This is aimed at empowering our senior citizens in order for them to be more independent and confident in transacting using technology. Of course, our financial tips will be aired on all radio stations and local television channels, and are expected to serve as reminders to the public to make sound financial decisions. Tips will also be recorded for social media and will be published in various newspapers. Radio, television, and social media discussions. We will have a number of interactive public discussions on all radio stations and via social media. And of course, we are going to encourage the general public to fully participate in those. Our Financial Wellness Expo, FIM partners along with the Dialysis Association will engage members of the public in basic health screening and allow the opportunity to sign up and receive assistance with navigating online platforms. And not forgetting our charitable initiative. As part of our corporate social responsibility, 5 organizations will be beneficiaries of cash and or kind this year. And they are the Dominica Cancer Society, the Junior Chambers International, JCI, House of Hope in Delices, Newtown Primary School, and the Family Empowerment Movement. Of course, we are going to be encouraging all the Dominican public to take part fully, and these are our activities for this year, 2022, Financial Information Month. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. John, and it's very admirable what Dominica has in store this year for the public in the Commonwealth of Dominica. And now we'll hear from our partner in Grenada, Mr. Marcus Purcell. Mr. Purcell. Go ahead, Mr. Purcell. Mr. Purcell, you may proceed. Go ahead, Mr. Purcell.
Go ahead. All right. Speak up. Pleasant good morning. I am Marcus Purser, the Marketing and Product Development Officer of GUT Credit Union Grenada. And we are very excited in Grenada to welcome the return of our normal celebration of Financial Information Month. And as customary, we will be partnering with a number of financial institutions, which include banks, credit unions, insurance companies, and other financial intermediaries. Part of our celebration, we'll have a number of radio discussions around the topic financial advancement through enlightenment, partnership, and balance. That will be held on Classic Radio 105.5. WeFM, we'll have a discussion on providing song regulation in an era of financial advancement. Also on WeFM, we'll have a discussion on minding your business. Can partnership enlighten and help sustain small businesses? We'll have discussion on the success through partnership, advice on how to advance your business through partnership and balance. We have chosen to kind of concentrate on small businesses because of the role they play in the economic development of the small islands in terms of empowerment and self-employment. Also on Real FM, that's in St. Patrick's, we'll have a radio discussion on how partnership can help strengthen and advance small businesses. We'll have a number of workshops, which include tax compliance for small businesses, NIS benefit for small businesses, and the importance of keeping financial records. We also have a discussion with regards to insurance, the importance of insurance in the financial advancement and sustainability of business. Because when we discuss finance, we tend to forget the insurance. And no form of commerce could take place without insurance. So that's why we saw it important to include insurance in our activities. We'll have a presentation to the Youth Forum on Financial Advancement, and we'll be culminating the activities with an open-air Financial Information Month fair at the Esplanade Mall in picturesque St. George's, Grenada. And that's basically the events we have planned for Financial Information Month. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Purcell. And the public in Grenada, I think, would be very thankful, appreciative of what you have in store for our Grenada audience this year. And now we'll hear from Montserrat, Ms. Ann Thomas from the Ministry of Finance and Economic Management.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ann Thomas, yes, working in the Ministry of Finance and also the president of the Davie Hill Community Action Group in Montserrat here. And to celebrate Financial Information Month, FIM 2022, our partners in Montserrat collaborated in organizing the month of activities aimed at the overall objective of financial empowerment of our citizenry through various fun and educational initiatives. We are 19 partners strong, 4 of whom are new and embrace the opportunity to be on board. The new partners are Digicel, the Davie Hill Community Action Group, the Royal Montserrat Police Service, and the Statistics Department. Our team creatively crafted activities to refresh and to educate using appropriate vehicles to transport the information and balance the engagement of both the young and the wisdomiers. The wisdomiers are our elderly. Our activities start with a church service celebration on Sunday with 50 partners at the St. Peter's Anglican Church, which will be broadcast live. 4 interactive panel discussion covering the FIM sub-themes will take place weekly on Radio Montserrat, ZJB, and there will be one face-to-face forum which our Davie Hill Community Action Group will host at their community center. The children island-wide will benefit from the Children Mentorship Program on ZJB the third Saturday of October. Collaborating with the St. Patrick's Cooperative Credit Union, we have the return of our fun-filled trivia night. And this year, we've introduced a 3-day training for our entrepreneurs to assist in business promotion online. And as usual, we will have our high visibility wellness walk in collaboration with one of our new partners, the Statistics Department, and it will also be to mark World Statistics Day. This will be followed by our highly anticipated treasure hunt, and we have a t-shirt day on October 21st as part of the celebration, and not just partners, but anyone who has a FIM t-shirt is encouraged to share the spirit of FIM on that day. Of course, we will have an opportunity for our youth to win prizes, starting from Monday, October 3rd, with quiz questions on ZJB Radio. Tips and the jingle will be aired daily on ZJB Radio and also be shared via TikTok, WhatsApp, and Digicel test blasts. And to round off the celebrations, our FIM partners look forward to the annual gesture of giving back to the community. And this year, we will be making a donation to 2 charities on the 28th of October. That's our pack FIM month.
Okay, sounds like it's really packed, Montserrat. We are seeing lots of our Montserrat public on Facebook, checking out what's going on in terms of the live launch of the FIM, the 2022 FIM and FIM Festival. And we are looking forward to, we're hoping that our partners and our office in Montserrat will see the great interest continues for Montserrat this month. And now we will hear from our partner in St. Christopher and Nevis, St. Kitts and Nevis, Mrs. Yuloka Amoni Brown.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Yuloka Amoni Brown. I work at the Eastern Caribbean Security Exchange, one of the FIM partner institutions. I'm extremely pleased to be presenting the calendar of activities for St. Kitts and Nevis on behalf of the FIM partners here. We have grouped the activities into 3 categories: youth initiatives, community outreach, and media products. In terms of youth initiatives, we're going to be starting pretty early this year with pre-primary level. We'll be visiting select preschools where we'll be introducing the little ones to financial concepts and entrepreneurship, of course, in an appropriate format. We will also be targeting primary school students through some of our radio programs, the Radio Library Time, where we'll have storytelling, we'll have quizzes and call-ins, etc. And we'll also be utilizing our ECCB radio program to target our primary school students. We'll also be hosting a popular FIM treasure hunt. We will be targeting secondary school students. The students will be expected to work in groups to solve financial clues to lead them to the treasure and goal of treasure hunt champion. This year, we're also going to be testing the creativity of our both secondary and tertiary level students with FIM Video Remix Challenge. The students will create short videos in keeping with the FIM sub-themes, and the students who produce the best adjudged video will receive a prize. These videos will also be showcased on the FIM Facebook page, so please check out the page. The handle is Financial Information Month ECCU. In terms of our community outreach category, the partners will be hosting a FIM Open Day. Each of the partners will set up kiosks at their relevant establishments, and the public will be invited to engage with the staff to talk about the FIM activities as well as to discuss some of the sub-themes for FIM 2022. We'll also be hosting a virtual symposium. Two presenters will engage the public in a lively discussion surrounding the FIM areas of focus. We also intend to have a charity initiative. FIM partners in St. Kitts and Nevis will prepare care packages and present to members of the public. And as all of the ECCU member countries will be doing, the staff of the FIM partner organizations, we will adorn the FIM branded shirts every Friday during the month of October to draw attention to the significance of the month and to facilitate the opportunity to engage the public on the key messages for FIM 2022. In terms of media products and engagement, in addition to this FIM media launch, we will also partner with many of the radio stations and media houses across St. Kitts and Nevis, and we will be conducting interviews, etc., to ensure that we reach a wide public and particularly an adult audience. So as you can see, we have a really packed lineup for you in St. Kitts and Nevis. We will be posting some of the dates, etc., on the FIM Facebook page. So please stay tuned to your media houses as well as the FIM page for more details and information. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Uloka. Looks like in the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis, we will also have a packed program, and we're looking forward to executing that program for our public. And now we will hear from Ms. Vernell Joseph from First National Bank of St. Lucia and also the Bankers Association of St. Lucia to hear the activities for St. Lucia this year.
Hi, good morning to everyone. And in beautiful St. Lucia, we have a packed agenda for our St. Lucians to enjoy FIM 2022. Our partners, First National Bank, Bank of St. Lucia, CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, Republic Bank Limited, Capital Financial Services, First Citizens St. Lucia, Financial Investments and Consultancy Services, Surgical Finance, the St. Lucia Development Bank, St. Lucia Mortgage and Finance. We also have collaborated with the National Insurance Corporation, Inland Revenue Department, and the National Productivity Council of St. Lucia. Our first video news release will be aired on all media houses on the 4th of October 2022. This is to commence FIM 2022. Additionally, our commercial banks will be leading the charge for our sub-theme, Regain Your Time, Get Online. Radio interviews have been scheduled for digital offerings to be presented at every financial institution. The National Insurance Corporation and the Inland Revenue Department have also collaborated to educate the public on online services as well. 10 schools have been nominated by the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Education, my apologies, 1 school per financial institution. And we've opted to take a few students into our work environment. We will be having school visits as well for Financial Literacy 2022. A power hour. Why is it powerful? 1 hour a day will be scheduled where all lenders of every financial institution will reach out to at least 10 customers to provide sound financial advice. This will take place from 2 to 3 o'clock on the same day by all financial institutions. We've collaborated with the National Productivity Council of St. Lucia. And this year, our focus, the vendors. To increase productivity for the vendors, we have put together a packed calendar for the MSME market to engage on how to increase the level of productivity, especially in the tourism industry. As part of our corporate social responsibility, weekly donations will be made to the homes for the elderly, vulnerable, and less fortunate on the island. A financial fair has also been scheduled for October 25th at the Constitution Park in St. Lucia. And there will be a twist since we'll be celebrating Creole Heritage Month. Lots of giveaways with financial information. To close off FIM 2022, we are reaching out to all of the minibus and taxi drivers to engage on the topic, maximizing the use of digital banking services, accessing finance, and investing. We're asking the St. Lucian public to come out as we educate. We would like to enlighten you, partner with you, and create this balance financially. We can't wait, FIM 2022.
Well, thank you, Vanel. I see that you're really encouraging the St. Lucia public, and hearing this, I think they are all looking forward to a packed FIM program for St. Lucia this year. We're about to go to our final presenter, but just before I do that, just want to remind you, everyone on social media, that the sweepstake results are coming up. So I hope you have put in your name. I hope you are giving your name and your country, and shout us out this morning as we launch Regional Financial Information Month 2022. And now we will go to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we will have Ms. Ava Wicks, St. Vincent Building and Loans Association. Ms. Weeks?
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm actually Tristina Wallace, representing the Partners First National Bank here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm pleased to share with you the program of activities for Financial Information Month 2022. We'll be commencing tomorrow, the 1st of October, with our walkathon in partnership with Island-Wide Fitness. This is a fun and healthy way to bring national awareness of FIM to the public, right? From the 3rd of October through to the 28th of October, we'll be having daily financial tips aired on the radio stations 107.5 and 90.7, right? That's 107.5 and 90.7 to bring general public with short tips on how to make the right choices. We'll be having newspaper articles on the 5th and 26th of October, just to highlight the beginning of the Financial Information Month and the end of the month, right? We're publishing information on the various topics, as well as the different subject areas for this month's activities. Several partners will be visiting our St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College on the 13th of October to have an interactive forum for our youth, as they'll be the next set of students to enter the workforce. So we want to equip them with great financial tips to make the best decisions, as well as a few of the digital platforms on the market right now. To round things up, we'll be having a virtual business symposium, right? So persons can tune in on Zoom, Facebook, etc. This is to provide an interactive forum for a panel of practitioners in the areas of focus to present information on the topics, and for the general public to pose questions and receive feedback from the panel. That's it from me.
Thank you very much. And of course, we know that the St. Vincent and the Grenadines public looking forward to everything you have in store for them this year. So before we go to the announcement of our sweepstake winners throughout the 8 ECCB member countries, we will just give the opportunity to any one of our media houses here today who may have a question or a comment for any one of our FIM partners from the 8 member countries. So while we await the winners to be handed to me for the 8 member countries for our sweepstakes, we'll just allow any media, any one of our media. We know that we appreciate our media personnel a lot here at the ECCB. Without you, we are not able to inform the public. So we're giving you the opportunity right now. If you have any questions or comments, commendations, anything you would like to share with us this morning before we see our winners for our sweepstakes, and then we wrap up the regional launch of FIM Festival Financial Information Month 2022. If you have a question and you are on the Zoom platform, you just open your microphone and turn on your video. Your video should be on already, but if it's not, turn it on and just pose your question. If you are on Facebook and you have a question, just put your question in the Facebook chat and we will grab it from there as well while we wait for our winners. So media houses, if you are in the Zoom room, and you would like to pose a question, and we could promote you to a panelist, what we call a panelist, and you can pose your question. You just have to look at your screen and just accept the prompt to be promoted as a panelist. And we will have you pose your question to our FIM partners. Okay, so if we don't have any questions at this point, we will begin with the winners from the 8 member countries. I will ask my able assistant who is doing the sweepstakes with me this morning. Whatever country you may have in terms of a winner, just pass it on to me and I will be happy to announce it while we wait on the others. Okay, and while we are doing that, we will just play the FIM video.
FIM, heavily regions economy, work to financial security, prosperity for all of we. FIM is for you and me, FIM is for everybody. So tell your friends and your whole family, financial empowerment through education. Build yourself and the entire vision. Learn to spend wisely. FIM, invest to grow your money. Financial Information Month. Financial empowerment through education. Financial Information is Financial Information Month in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. Financial empowerment through education. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you all about it. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Heavily regions economy, work to financial security, prosperity for all of we. FIM is for you and me. FIM is for everybody. So tell your friends and your whole family, financial empowerment through education. Build yourself and the entire vision. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Financial Information Month. Financial empowerment through education.
Okay, and welcome back to our launch of FIM 2022, or regional launch of FIM 2022. And I was given some winners here. So winners, if you are out there on social media, open up your ears and listen to see if you are the winner in your respective country. Remember, the prize is a $100 gift certificate to something very special. Something very, very special in terms of our service providers throughout the ECCU. So, okay, drum roll. Anybody have a drum roll? Okay, no drum roll, so we'll just go forward. Our first winner out of, I see Dominica is giving us a drum roll. Thank you very much. Our first winner, hailing from Antigua and Barbuda, I hope you are listening, is Octavia Lewis. Octavia Lewis. So Octavia Lewis, if you are out there on Facebook or YouTube and you hear your name, you are the winner today for Antigua and Barbuda $100 gift certificate. You can pick up your prize at our agency office in Antigua and Barbuda. So check out our agency office for your prize. Octavia Lewis. I repeat, Octavia Lewis. Now, Octavia Lewis, make sure you bring something that will show that that's you when you go pick up your prize at our agency office. And we're moving right along. We're moving to the nature island of the Caribbean, and the winner will be Veneta Walsh. Veneta Walsh. So Veneta Walsh, if your ear and your eyes are glued to your social media platform that you're on, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, you are the winner. So check out our agency office at the Financial Center, and our country manager, Ms. Shoma John, will be there to hand you your prize. Make sure you bring some form of identification, because we have a lot of people listening right now and anybody could show up. So make sure, Veneta Walsh, you have your ID when you show up. And we are moving right along. We are moving right along for Grenada. Grenada, Isle of Spice. I hope your prize is spicy as the island of Grenada. And our winner will be Rachel Jones. Rachel Jones. So Rachel, go down to our agency office, and our country manager, Mrs. Linda Felix Berkeley, will be happy to hand you your $100 gift certificate. And I really hope you enjoy. So all these winners that we are seeing here today, I hope you come back to the Financial Information Month Facebook page and hail us up and say, hey, I got my prize and I enjoyed it and I loved it. So don't forget to come back and check out our page and check it out on a weekly basis to see what's going on for Film Festival 2022. And we are coming down to the Emerald Isle, Montserrat, and our winner for Montserrat is Omarion. Please forgive me if I butchered your name. Omarion Lewis Monroe. Omarion Lewis Monroe. So Omarion, go to our agency office, and our country manager, Miss Angela Estwick, will be happy to hand you your $100 gift certificate as your prize for tuning in today at the launch of the 2022 FIM or FIM Festival. And we're coming down, hailing of the West Indies, St. Lucia. Let's see who we have here for St. Lucia this morning. I really hope I pronounce his name or her name properly. It's Tiras, T-I-R-A-S, Tiras Fontanelle. Tiras Fontanelle for St. Lucia. Tiras Fontanelle for St. Lucia. Go to our agency office, and our country manager, Mr. Everton Seeley, will be there waiting for you to hand you that lovely prize of $100 gift certificate. Now we're down to Sugar City, St. Kitts and Nevis, and let's see who our winner is. It's Glenda Angel. Glenda Angel from St. Kitts and Nevis, and you are the winner for St. Kitts and Nevis, $100 gift certificate to Rock Lobster Restaurant and Grill. I heard that place is whoo. But anyway, get down to our headquarters in Bird Rock, Glenda Angel, to pick up your $100 gift certificate. We will be happy to hand it over with you. So we had 2 remaining countries, and I will ask my lovely assistant to just hand me the names of the 2 we're missing for Anguilla and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I've been handed the the names here. For Anguilla, our winner is Miss Tavia Nelson Connor. Miss Tavia Nelson Connor, congratulations. And you can check out our agency office, and our country manager, Ms. Sherman Lynch Harrigan, will hand you your $100 gift certificate. And finally, out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, our winner is Ms. Beverly Lavia. Miss Beverly Lavia. Miss Beverly Lavia. I was just corrected here. Again, I apologize if I killed your name. Miss Beverly Lavia. And Miss Lavia, you may come to our agency office in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and our country manager, Miss Cozelle Frazier, would be happy to hand you your $100 gift certificate. So folks, it's been fun. It's been a great day. We have officially launched Financial Information Month 2022, Film Festival 2022, as our governor loves to refer to it. And we look forward to your participation all through the month of October. We just want to thank you for joining in this morning, and we could see that those of you who joined in and those of you who won the gift certificates this morning, you will see that it was indeed beneficial. It was indeed beneficial to take part in this event this morning. Just want to wish everyone a lovely day. We want everyone to participate so we could help make Film Festival 2022 great. Everyone have a blessed, safe, and wonderful weekend.
Okay, enjoy everyone. Take care.
Financial Information Month in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. Financial empowerment through education. If you don't know what that is, let me tell you all about it. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Help the region's economy. Work to financial security. Prosperity for all of we. FIM is for you and me. FIM is for everybody. So tell your friends and your whole family. Financial empowerment through education. Build yourself and the entire vision. Learn to spend wisely. Invest to grow your money. Business stability. Step up financially. Financial Information Month. Financial empowerment through education. Financial